Taylor Taglianetti here from NOIAFT with Kaya Scodelario. How you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
So you started out your career in Skins, and you developed your character over a number of seasons. And in this film, it's 87 minutes. How do you approach character development in such a short amount of time?
I think what's important with movies is that you are on a journey with them, with what you see. So with this movie in particular, it is over the span of that time. You're kind of following her in real time. So obviously there isn't a lot of time to build character development, but we find the moments to give you some backstory so that you can understand who she is, what she's about, and why she's making the choices that she's making.
So there's a great deal of athleticism involved in this film. Can you tell us a little bit about the challenges? And I know that you're also working on a Netflix series that involves a lot of...
Yeah, for some reason they keep casting me as athletes, which I'm not at all. It's really wonderful. You know, in real life, I'm not the best at keeping in shape. I don't really go to the gym. I prefer to kind of have a beer and a pasta instead. But it's really wonderful when these projects come up. But I get to transform my body and I get to train with the best. I had incredible swim coaches that were former Olympians that kind of taught me from the bottom up. I started in the paddling pool with the floaties, with the children, and eventually graduated to the big girl pool. And you know, now I have a really strong crawl. With the figure skating, it is a lot difficulter because, you know, it's dangerous, and especially shooting on the ice. We have amazing doubles that are all at Olympic level that have trained their entire lives to get to this point. It was more about making sure that I knew how to move my arms correctly and my hands and my posture and things like that.
So you've been in TV, movies, streaming shows, you've kind of done it all. What do you enjoy more, and how do you see yourself developing as an actress as the content industry is changing so rapidly?
I mean, for me, I just love working still. I love the work. I loved storytelling. It differs from platform to platform, but at the end of the day, if you still have a storytelling as the heart of it, if that's still your aim, I don't think it really matters which platform you show it on. It could be theatre, it could be a $20 million movie, and it could be a $1 million indie movie in a muddy field in England. As long as you approach it with the same level of work and focus, that's what kind of really matters to me.
So we spoke a little bit earlier before about the international box office appeal of certain movies, and Crawl being a creature feature, that's definitely one that you would think has a big international appeal. What sorts of things do you think get put into the movie so that it has a wide reach?
I think we kind of tried to include universal characters, people that you can relate to no matter where you're from. I think everybody knows what it's like to be a young person struggling with their relationship with their parents. Even if you have kind of a great relationship, there are always moments where it feels difficult or you feel not understood by your parent. And that's something that's kind of the core of this, is Hayley's relationship to her father, from a father figure to a coach, and what that means for her and how that's changed her over time. And I think that's something that we can relate to around the world.
So my last question for you is that I read that you want to produce and you want to work with female crews. Can you tell us a little bit about that aspiration of yours?
Yeah, I really love the idea of being part of a project from its conception right the way through to people enjoying it. It's wonderful as an actor that you get to step in and you get to create the character, but a lot of times that's the limit. You know, you're not involved in the edit, you're not involved in the marketing, you're not involved in different aspects of it, and that's all stuff that I really want to be a part of. I love building a project. I also really want to give voices to women, especially who wouldn't have the opportunity to otherwise. A lot of female filmmakers that I work with say that it's really difficult for them because their male contemporaries have these idols to look up to, and these men that have been in the industry for so long and take younger guys under their wing because they see something in them. And women don't necessarily always have that, or if we do, it's on a much smaller scale. So I would love to be able to help to open the door to people that wouldn't otherwise be able to, because I certainly always felt like I wasn't going to be accepted in this world, being working class and having a single mother and an immigrant mother and no connections to the industry whatsoever. I always felt as though certain doors weren't open to me. And I've been fortunate enough to break through that, and now I want to be a part of helping to do that for other people.